Good evening and welcome to Paranormal Points of View with myself and Barry R Frankish. How you
Hello,
doing?
what should I say? Ho, ho, ho.
Well, you better not say that in the US, otherwise Facebook will ban you.
Oh dear, let's go
If
censor
you
it.
if you spell HOE wrong, well, if you spell HOE, you're in trouble.
But you don't spell it H-O-H, it's H-O.
Aha,
Ho,
I
ho.
know. But that's probably not how it's spelt when it goes out on StreamYard.
That's not how it's pronounced. Yes.
So let's start with a bit of controversy then, as you do.
Hi.
So
Good.
hope everyone's all right. And it's the last one before Christmas
Oh.
for me and Barry. We've also got chat on Monday where I'm going to do the Christmas special with some special guests. Don't know who they are yet, but we're working on it. So hi, Carl. Hope you're all right. Carl's a
Hi,
great
pal.
friend. Nice to see you. So I just thought we'd have a general chat about what's happened in the year. You look nice and festive and Christmassy.
That's it, it's that nice and warm.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't have a,
sometimes you need it.
I don't have a
Don't you,
Christmas
Anthony?
jumper, but I mean, hey, if my beard was white, it'd be
Yeah, Santa.
ho, ho, ho.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Ho,
Santa
ho,
David.
ho.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just sharing it to one or two places because I can. I was trying to actually look for, just share it onto there and we'll be all good. But yes. So it's been an interesting year, hasn't it? Have you started off? Are you better off now than the beginning of the year?
It's just the other end, isn't it? It's the same shit, different end of the year. Pardon my French. I think I am in a way. I mean, we're all
Oh,
progress.
welcome, Mason. Thank you.
Hello, thank you.
Yay. Thank you. Yeah, so you think it's about the same?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm getting old now as well. I don't know, but I should have said it's my birthday next month, or should I say next year? It's like if I say next month, it sounds closer than next year.
Yeah, but a good birthday's a good thing.
And I'm getting old. I'm
Well,
getting
you're not
grey
as old
hairs.
as me, are you?
I'm getting grey hairs as well. So I mean, that's
I'm
not good.
sure you're not as old as me.
I'm not gonna say how old I am
No,
directly, but put it this way, it's
Oh, Carl, he's been struggling loads. He's had a right bad year, really.
yeah.
So, yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? And I think while any of us are healthy, I think that's a big one, isn't it?
I'll
You
say
know,
we're
you
all
can
breathing
still
still.
go out and about and do things. That is a big positive, and you've got to make the most of this as well.
Yeah, it's right. Plus, as well, we're back to. I mean, there's a lot of lurgy and that going around still. There's the COVIDs and there's your flus and your sniffles and there's a lot of that going about. And well, you've got to carry on with it, haven't you? Really, best you can.
Yeah, definitely. You
Make it,
really have.
make most of it.
Oh,
And
thanks for subscribing. Thank you, bless you. Yeah, and like with so many people struggling and stuff. And you know what? I think once you hit 50, you do sort of have these health issues kind of come and hit you more.
I think I'm like a car. I think if I was a car, I'd be in a scrapyard. I mean, now I have reached that mark, I must admit, and every day I wake up with a new some things I was dropping off, or it doesn't work like it used. No, I'm not saying that, but
We
but
didn't know that sort of show, Barry.
I mean, it's weird because one day, I mean, I'm ambidextrous with my strengths and my arms and stuff like that, but some
Yeah.
day left-handed, my left arm's like Hercules. Next day, my right arm. It's weird. It's depends what side of bed I wake up on. It's crazy,
Oh,
and
bless you.
I'm getting old. I get the white finger. I get the white finger now. It's getting colder again. So
Oh dear. Yeah, because
yeah,
you do a lot of stuff outdoors as well,
I
don't
do
you?
work.
So it
I'm
is hard
99%
work.
outdoors. Yeah, 99% outdoors. Don't
Oh
get me
my
wrong.
God.
I love the outdoors. And I could. I mean, no disrespect to anybody. I could not work in an office.
Well, I work from home now.
Yeah.
It is weird. I don't know. You know what? I don't know how I could manage to get to work and back every day because it would take an hour from door to door. It's only 20
Especially
minutes, my office is, but it's an hour door to door with parking and rubbish,
that's
buses.
parking is horrendous, and traffic is
Yeah.
horrendous these days.
So my office is like right in the city of Nottingham. So
Yeah.
if you get the bus in, you've got to walk to the bus stop, walk from there to get there, and it's like an hour. Or if it's a tram, you've got to drive to a tram stop, and that's
Yeah.
If somebody hasn't driven onto the track, yeah, people think that their cars will drive up a tram track.
Well, I've seen that before because I used to. I mean, when I lived in Doncaster, I would visit Sheffield, and Sheffield's got
Ah,
trams. And you
yeah, it
drive,
does.
you're
Yeah.
parking at you set the traffic lights, and next to me there's a train next to me. Oh, it's a tram. Forget.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, it's hard driving until you get used to them, really.
Very
I don't
strange.
know. Yeah. But you got all your Christmas shopping and everything now. You all sorted?
I think I'm on top of things. I've just had 3 birthdays to contend with
Oh
because all
God.
my kids are all winter
Bless
babies.
you. Oh,
Yeah,
bless you.
yeah. I think winter babies are the best.
I'm a winter
I,
baby.
I'm a
Well,
winter
I ain't
baby as
now,
well.
am I?
I'm a winter baby.
Far from it, to be honest. But yeah. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
a winter baby.
I'm November, so
I'm
that ties
January.
in nicely with Valentine's Day. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. January for
yeah,
me. So
yeah.
yeah,
So
and
it makes you wonder, though, doesn't it?
yeah,
But
a lot of people say. To me that having your birthday in January is not the best month, but I think it's quite a good month to have your birthday.
well, I guess you're on the lay after Christmas, aren't you? So at least you've got something to look forward to.
You got January sales.
God, yeah. But who's got money have to pay for Christmas?
That's true. Yeah,
And
yeah.
now they've got sales all year. You know, just go on
That's very
Amazon. You're all
true.
right. You're fine.
You've got Black Fridays every 2 weeks.
That's right.
Oh, and
Oh
don't mention
no.
yeah, that's your fault. And don't talk about parcels because I've had a right gripe with parcels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's getting more and more, isn't it?
yeah,
Uh,
especially this time of year as well. I mean,
yeah.
people are like I said, when people are working, spending hours and hours getting to and from work. They don't have time over 2 times to go Christmas shopping. So they order online. But I mean, these
Yeah.
delivery drivers. I mean, I've had an issue recently with a parcel got received. Like, well, I didn't receive it last Saturday. I received a notification for a parcel because we were at the centre last weekend, and
Yeah.
my picture put a picture now. The picture was my parcel had arrived, but we left it in front of the back gate, which is in opposite a main road. And the time I got back, it had gone.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
we didn't
on.
even try to hide it.
Yeah, I've had it on my doorstep
Yeah,
in
absolutely
full view
crazy.
of the road, and but I did actually work for a delivery company. I'm
Yeah.
not mentioning them, but they're well known for being the worst. About
Does
any,
it begin with? Does it sound like Ian Ray?
well, it began with an M back in them days, and
Oh,
basically they only pay you when you deliver a parcel. You're
or claim to do.
self-employed, don't get any sick pay or anything. So
Or
you
claim
can
to
drive to
do.
somebody's house, not
Yeah,
deliver, and
yeah,
then you don't get a penny for it. And you paid out fuel time and everything when you've got like 100 parcels.
yeah.
So I could see why people do put parcels down, but not
Mm.
invisible. Don't put it where it's visible. They've got to use
I
common
know.
sense here.
And it was a white package. It's wrapped in white. From what I can tell of a picture, it's actually white. And it was a decent size, like a brick size. I mean, I thought, God, we've not left it there, sure. I checked over the gate, I
Yeah,
checked behind.
cool. Bless you.
Yeah.
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 Um, but yeah, and I've had Amazon that sort of said they've delivered. They said
Yeah.
they've delivered it to residents. So I've thought, well, I've been in. So how can that
Yeah.
happen? So then I've gone, opened my door, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So then like I contacted Amazon straight away. I said, where is it? You know, it's not delivered to resident because I'm here. You know,
Mm.
and I've been in all day. And the time, I think instinctively I kind of looked at my phone to see when the order would come.
You're basically
And it
stalking, don't you? Yeah.
And it was like basically 5 minutes after it was allegedly delivered. So
Yeah.
then I contacted them and sort of straight away. So said, oh, you know, you sure it's nowhere? Yeah, it's nowhere, you know, and I'm the resident. So they actually refunded it and it arrived yet the next day.
Yeah.
So I
Crazy.
think they say that they've delivered it and they haven't. So,
Well, this one the issue I had, the item I ordered, I had no issue with the supplier, but by all means, they did everything they were supposed to do. They,
yeah,
and I contacted the delivery company, and basically they sent me emails saying it's not their responsibility. And how can that not be their responsibility? Because I mean, surely they've got a duty of care with their products we handle for people.
yeah,
And I contacted the supplier again. He says basically they're going to look at me. They have direct interaction with this company. But it's I don't bode well with it. But to be honest with you, if I can avoid them in future, I will do.
Yeah, that's right. Like sometimes people won't sort of go with certain companies because of who's delivering it,
And
and
it's not just
it
that.
does make a
We tend to go
difference.
for price as well, and I think in this case you're getting what you pay for.
They are the cheapest.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
but not
that
the
one
best.
is.
Yeah,
Well,
but not the
no,
best.
that's right. It isn't good. But yeah, but I do tend to use Amazon quite a lot, which is bad for me. But
Hmm.
I don't fancy going Christmas shopping. I'm not. I never have been a person to go shopping.
It's weird because I mean I'm quite a traditionalist because I do like to look at what I'm buying. It's like the old Argos thing. You used to get a catalogue,
Oh, the
and
old catalogue,
yeah,
yeah,
the Argos catalogue. And I used to love going. I mean, I always look to look at what I'm buying first. I
yeah.
like to basically test drive it if it makes sense.
That's always on the cameras. That's always looking
Yeah,
at cameras on there and tents.
watches for me it was
Watches,
going to
yeah.
a local Argos and look at my cabinet see what I've got.
Oh, bless you.
I do like it.
Thinking of Carl. I've just had a message from him, so thinking of him. So yeah, that's the thing. If you're spending Christmas together with people, make the most of it.
Yeah,
And make the
definitely.
most of things while you can, because
And I
you just
think
don't know what's
yeah,
happening, do you?
and I think this time of year as well, Christmas is quite an emotional time for a lot of people. I mean, no matter what's
Yeah,
going on in life, it's always brings back some kind of memory. But it's a time of happiness and joy. But for some people, it's a time of dread.
that's right. Yeah, it
Mm,
is a tough one. It's not the same for me now. I've
it's
lost
not
my
me.
mum and dad.
Yeah.
They've gone, and like there's a girl at work, and it's first time she's had a Christmas, and she lost her father-in-law this year, and last year it was a mum-in-law.
Mm,
So basically, her husband, they've got two kids, but it's all different. And the mum and dad kept the family together as well.
yeah, like gel
So
glue.
now the
Yeah.
sisters and the brothers are sort of like not as close anymore.
Mm,
So it just changes like the whole family structure and everything. So things they did then,
mm,
it's all changed. Like they don't want to do this mass get together. They're not as
no.
busy anymore because they're not nipping around the house. They're not seeing brothers and sisters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
it's quite sad,
it's
though,
just
isn't
so
it? Yeah.
different, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it is
remember
the
being.
first Christmas for her, so I just
I
wish her luck,
remember,
really.
I remember me being a kid, and my mum, dad, me and my two brothers. We used to. My dad wouldn't let us out of beds until the house was warm because we had a coal fire in an Aga. And
Oh,
so
bless you.
made sure it was lit and the house was warm first. And yeah, we had quite, it was, we didn't have a lot of money, but it was a family atmosphere. We had that at
Oh,
least.
bless you.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
now, yeah, I, but
yeah,
my kids have all grown up now anyhow. So, and
yeah.
I'm in close contact with them still. And, but like I said, it's good. You see Christmas what it is. It's commercialized. It's a time
That's right.
you're forced to buy things for people, things they don't want or things they don't need.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not religious in any way whatsoever, but the meaning of Christmas has disappeared.
It has changed. Like,
Yeah. Mm.
once the family have grown up, or once you haven't got the family anymore, it is a totally thing. And we sort of, I go to my sisters, we have a good time, but you are missing these people. So if
Yeah.
you do, for anybody who does have a family, make the most of it. Every year,
Mm.
go and create those memories.
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
going to have a good time. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you've got a lot planned as well, haven't you?
I'm not working, but
You're
yes.
not working.
Well, I'm back. I'm working. I'm working until Tuesday, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm
Yeah.
helping Santa load his sleigh.
Well, as long as it's just his sleigh, that's all I can say. And presents, but there you go.
No, it's same with Christmas and that. It is a good time. It can be sad times, especially for the elderly and people don't get out much and that. I mean, if like
Yeah,
I've said it before, if you've got elderly neighbours, just say hello to them, pop in and see them.
that's
Just
right.
let them know they're not forgotten about.
Which actually reminds me, like, there's this lady, and I've been here since 1999, and every
Yeah,
day she goes shopping. And she's got one of those little square trolley things,
I know what
so
I
it
mean. Yeah,
helps her walk. So she wheels it by and wheels it back, and
yeah,
it gets her out and about. And I'm not sure if she's 80 or something like that, but she's always pleasant. Her husband shuffles off down the pub, and he come, and he's usually walking down the road whistling and stuff like that. And I must sort of send a card through,
yeah,
just to know. And I always give her a wave and a chat when I see
yeah.
her. And it's hard, isn't it? And
That's the other
with
thing you
so many
mentioned.
worries and everything.
That's right. As I mentioned before, just shopping. Another thing, it's Christmas is one day. You don't have to buy enough food for an entire month. You're not having a lockdown again. the,
Don't
amount of,
know.
the amount of stuff people buy. We were in a supermarket the other day. It was like playing asteroids. I mean, you could not move anywhere.
Wow, I think I was
Um,
lucky.
yeah, and it's Christmas is one day. There's never these days. I remember when I was a kid growing up, there was nothing open on Sundays. That was it.
That's
Now
right. It
the
was
shops are
different.
open
Yeah.
28 hours a day, so you can always get your milk and your bread from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. And I think someone is complaining because one of the supermarkets decided to close. I don't know if it's Boxing Day or something, because obviously they closed Christmas Day. And
I
people
think
are
I know what you
complaining.
mean. Yes. Yeah, for the staff. Yeah, like give a
Yeah,
staff
and
time
people
off.
are complaining, but my gosh, let people have family time because that's what matters. Like,
That's it.
somebody should be coming to my house, but they're working on Boxing Day. And
Hmm.
it's a shame, because I have sort of family party,
Yeah.
and she's my best friend's daughter, but she's working until 10 o'clock on Boxing Day, and she is at a supermarket, and it is tough, isn't it? And
It is.
yeah, just if people have enough shopping, and just make sure you're organised, really.
Yeah, and because half of the stuff you buy, you never use, you waste it.
That's right, yeah, because I do a buffet, and I don't know how many I cater for, but instead of like there's not many, maybe 8 of us tops.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many I'm feeding, but then you've got a plate of that, plate of that, plate of that. So you've got
Yeah.
like so much variety in the end. Like,
Yeah.
huh, I'm just eating like these horrible sausage rolls, whatever.
And at the end of it all, there's always something left over.
Yeah, that's the thing because I just end up putting it in my fridge, and you have it for breakfast, dinner, and tea the next day, don't you? And
That's
you
it.
just you get sick of it. So I don't tend to have
Yeah.
those little
You
cocktail
see, I
sausage
don't.
rolls anymore.
You see, I don't eat turkey. I mean, I'm not a chicken fan, to be honest with you. I've eaten chicken, but I'm not. I'm more of a beef person.
Ah, right,
And
okay.
I'm quite happy with beef sandwiches.
Yeah, turkey.
Little bit mustard.
Yeah. So I've got my shopping delivery. I've ordered it already. Coming on the 23rd. So I don't. They're not the sort to substitute things either. So I know.
Oh,
I know some
that can
places.
be, yeah, that substitution can be quite comical.
Yeah, I know. It is quite funny.
Yeah.
You do hear the horror stories where people want the turkey crown and they end up with something like a carrot or something, something totally random.
Yeah, you've ordered a turkey, you end up with some head and shoulders.
Yeah, or teeth, teeth, turkey teeth. Oh dear, it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're in more, but it's Christmas. We're supposed to be happy.
yeah, I've got my Christmas cards.
Oh,
Yay!
what did you?
So from
No,
Neil and
that's a thing.
Julie, thank you very much.
That's a thing as
And
well. Christmas cards.
I've
I
got a
mean, sorry
Christmas
to
card
interrupt, but
also. This is from Things Netherlands. So thank you from Mary J. Williamson. Thank you
yeah,
so much. And yeah, I've got loads of cards coming, and I've got that from Irene Takura. So lovely
yeah,
jade necklace. So thank you. And I
good.
got some beads as well from her. That was earlier on in the year, but just it's so lovely, isn't it? The
And you can
people
always
you've
tell
met in Paranormal.
you can always tell it's Christmas as well because the Easter eggs come out.
Yeah, that's it. Cadbury's cream eggs.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, they're disgusting now. Oh, I,
Why?
I used to like them, but we've changed so much. They are not nice now at all.
Oh, have they got smaller?
They're
Yeah,
smaller and stickier.
Mary's absolutely wonderful. I was actually on her podcast a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually last Thursday. A couple of weeks, time flies. But
It does,
yeah,
doesn't
and
it?
oh my gosh, we were just laughing all the way through it. It's just so funny. It's on her TikTok, also on her other social media as well. But I'm hoping to put this out on TikTok, so we'll see how it goes. I've never
TikTok.
actually put. Yeah, apparently these can all go out on TikTok.
Ah,
So I've got some time off soon, so maybe I will be putting things on TikTok.
TikTok away.
Yeah, that's right. I've got 1,000 views already,
Yeah.
somehow. But yeah, and I had a go with my haunted doll. Well, no,
Oh
not
yeah, yeah.
haunted. My creepy doll, one which
Creepy
talks,
doll.
which I bought.
I
So I was
remember.
trying to
Yeah.
get it to record a message for somebody, but it didn't. The batteries had died in it. But they've not even been used, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, but I tell you, I'm finding that a lot with batteries these days. There's a certain battery I do prefer, I mean, but I mean, you get the Duracells. They're not as good as they used to be. I think personally the best ones are Energizers at the moment.
Oh, are they? Right, because I
Yeah,
often use them.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
Energizers.
reasonable price as well, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But Duracells, they're not very good. They're not as good as they
Yeah,
used to be. Hmm. But then
yeah.
again, if you're using, you can. I've in the past, I've been to a pound shop and bought some Kodaks, and they've been fine.
Yeah, I tend to, but I don't get spirits draining batteries for me.
Yeah.
No, I think they just nick my energy. Oh, it's Jason. How you doing, mate? Oh,
Mhm.
wow. I went to a brilliant party on, was it Saturday? So, yeah, the local team, Nottinghamshire Paranormal Society, they had a meet-up. So I thought, yeah, I'm not doing anything. So I popped down to the Broad Oak in Strelly. Had a great time. I'm a Christmas jumper on. Look, I'm not very original, am I, Jay? It's good, isn't it? So Jay's just got a new team. If you want to type it down. It's SPS, isn't it? But Jay's gone to form a new team with some friends, and yeah, I wish you all look in the future as well. He also does his urban exploring, so it's going to be quite busy. But
Hmm.
yeah, and I think I'll spend more time with Jay next year. I met him at the Parameet. So yeah, go and sort of do some investigating, and I think he's going to the National Justice Museum as well. Sort of got an event booked there, so that's going to be a good night. But yeah, I think sort of going more to events next year.
Yeah, yeah, it's good
Um,
that.
sort of booking events with Barry, John, and also I've got quite a few booked for myself as well. So yeah, I just love, yeah, I just love investigating and just getting out and about. Really, it's good, isn't
Christmas.
it?
That's it. I mean, that's the now time of year. Do you believe? I mean, I know we've said it before with locations and that, but when it comes to Christmas, do you think places are more or, in fact, less active this time of year?
I don't know, but is it down to the mentality of people?
I think it could be, yeah, because
Because
you're
are
emotional.
people focused as much?
You're emotional this time of year.
Yeah,
Mm.
like they've got so much, like an investigation generally. If you got to, I believe like you kind of got to focus on it.
Mm.
But obviously, like if you're doing an investigation and you're thinking, oh my god, I've got to get the turkey, or what am I going to get this for? You're not, and you've got to
Yeah.
sort of devote all your energy. Yeah, it's going to be brilliant. You've got to kind of devote your energy, haven't you, towards the investigation.
Mm. It's like any time of year, though. It's not just Christmas, but if you've got something on the back of your mind, it's always going to
Yeah,
play a part of it. If you're doing like a ghost hunter or an investigation, so you're not going to give it
yeah.
100% anyhow.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I did have a lot of trouble last year. The whole year has just been a nightmare.
Yeah.
Recently changed job, fortunately, so I'm just so relieved. Hi, Nigel. Happy
Right.
Christmas to you and to Rocky as well. Rocky's got the best home ever, hasn't he? He's got loads of goodies in that home, but thanks. And yeah, we're doing fine. I hope you are, Nigel. Nigel's from North Pole, by the way. So you keep warm. But yeah. It I thought Nigel was coming away from social media for a week or two, so it's great to see you there. But yeah, I haven't investigated now since November, maybe.
Yeah, because I did it. We was in end November for me, 30th of November. Yes, that was the last one I did.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
likely me because I was in the panto.
Oh no, you
So
wasn't.
so beginning at like the end of November, I was just like preparing for the pantomime. And
Yeah.
then you do the get in and you got to do all the rehearsals every night, and then you do the panto. So that sort of took me out of it until the 7th, and then I just didn't have anything planned really from then on. I think we've been really tired with work and emotional and everything, and I just didn't really get my arse into gear and plan anything or book anything.
This is what you don't want to do about anyhow, because it's that time of year. You don't plan anything for a Christmas period anyhow, because you've got
Merry
always.
Christmas.
Hey, Mark. you've got other priorities basically, haven't you? So.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Um, and also, if anyone's watching and they want to buy a Christmas gift, check out Mark Warbank. He's got books on Amazon. Also, Barry R Frankish. has got a book on Amazon as well. So still these last minute gifts to get.
Yes, and I'm hoping by this time next year my second book will be out. It will be out this time next year, definitely. Because
This is what I said last year.
I basically kicked myself up the arse a little bit, and I've been encouraged a little bit more to just do my second book. So it's like this is not a book I was intended to do. This is like a side book, but I'm going to get it out there very soon, hopefully.
Yeah, well, my book kind of got stuck through reasons, things happen and whatever. So it's back in my ball court, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I need 2 clear days to edit it, and I've just not had chance with everything what's been going on. So once I get those 2 clear days, then I can pass it on to my proofreader. So I'll take it from there. There you go. Barry's book is very good.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mason. Thank you for that. Oh, last day of work. Oh, wow. Absolutely awesome.
Jammy stuff.
So what do you do, Mark? Do you have a barbecue and all that? Because Mark's actually from Auckland. Well, I think you're Auckland, aren't you? I always think you're Auckland.
Yeah,
it's haunted Auckland.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're in the sort of warmer climes of New Zealand. So sort of what do you do? Oh my gosh, thanks so much, Susan. I hope you're well as well. Nigel's brilliant. I love him to bits. And he's always so wonderful. He always says hello. He's brilliant. Thanks, Susan. Run it through Grammarly. Totally recommend. Well, thank you so much.
I must admit, I've not seen that one.
Oh, thank you. It will be called Paranormal Path. Yeah, I'd actually finished it, I think, about 2 years ago. Then I kind of needed to edit it. Then I didn't know where to publish it. Then I found somebody, but health issues really kind of delayed it. So, but yeah, but it will get out there.
Yeah, too right.
Hot here. Oh my God. I've been out, I've been away for Christmas before. And yeah, it was so different. I had turkey by a pool, and there's a massive ice sculpture. That was in Gambia. It's beautiful, but it's a bit of a mind. It's screwed up your mind a bit.
Gambia. I mean, that's not exactly a cold country, is it?
No, that's what I mean. It was a bit. It was this ice sculpture. I don't know how they did it, but they've got this great big ice sculpture, and it's like, well, it had to be big, didn't it? Otherwise, it'd like melt away, like 32 degrees C. And it's absolutely brilliant. Oh, brilliant! Thanks for that. Yeah, I might have to have a go because I'm not getting any. Well, I have got days off between Christmas and New Year, so I am going to try and do my book then and just try and get it out to the person who's going to help me on it.
Thing as well, don't feel like you're gonna have to rush yourself. Like me, I didn't rush my first one, and I'm not rushing my second one either. If you feel it's ready or you don't feel it's ready, you'll know the time's right.
To be honest, mentally, I wasn't ready to publish it this year.
Yeah.
Because obviously somebody's going to bash it. Obviously someone's going to have a go, call it, because people do, and that's what they like. And you're going to get a negative comment. It's just part and parcel of what we do, isn't it?
It's not just that. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to write. People who wrote books, like as you know, anybody who wrote a book will know this. I mean, it's not an easy task editing it and proofreading it and formatting it the way you want to see it, and a way you can explain your views, how somebody else will understand it.
Yeah, this is it, because I think part of it as well is that I've got a story, and this specific story is actually right through a lot of my paranormal journey. But as I wrote the book, I didn't realise. So I do that. I got that experience. Oh, when I got that experience, same person. But then, through a podcast, I got told of something. I did a past life, and it linked it all up. And I've got the whole bundle of a story, but I don't want to put that in 3 chapters. No. One after the other, because somebody's going to read it who doesn't do paranormal and just think, I need to locking up.
That's half.
No, they haven't yet. I haven't, Mark. I haven't bashed my book. No, not yet. Yeah. I'm just paranoid that obviously you've got to be in the right mental frame of mind when you sort of do something like that. Just, what I mean? It's paranormal world, isn't it? We know it works.
There's no bad books out there. I mean, people have taken their time to write a book.
Yeah. Have a lovely Christmas, Nando.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's no bad books out there. If you wrote a book, it's not a bad one.
Controversial, you'll make a fortune. No, I ain't doing that.
Mm.
I don't do controversial. I'm totally the opposite. I run the opposite way. I just can't be arsed with it. You
So,
know, life's too
yeah,
short, and I don't want stress.
drama.
So I just like as soon as it's coming, like bye, walk away, opposite direction. There you go.
Best way.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and then I did see somebody sent me a screenshot because somebody like took a dig at me on. And then somebody said, "Oh, you know, we're not having drama on this page." And then somebody wrote, and someone said, "Oh, I think they're having a go at you." And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. And it's like, yeah, mm. And of course that person loads of trauma because I walked away, but she fell out with me because I went out with 2 people and didn't invite her.
Oh.
I know. I'm like, then I'm the bad one.
I mean, no matter who you are or what you do, in someone's eyes, you're always a bad guy.
I know. But is
It's,
paranormal worse?
I think it's life in general. I mean, there's always different sides to the same story. There's
Oh, of
variations.
course there are.
And
There are.
you'll always be a guy. You always, no matter who. So, I mean, same with myself. You're always a bad guy in someone's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I said
It
to him,
don't matter what you do, does it? And
what I said to his balls to him. I've got
but
to a
that's
stage now. I've got to a stage now. I don't care.
yeah. I guess like with work, I can't. Last year, well, you know, this year just gone. I was that stressed, and it did affect my mental health. And you know, just carrying on the day to day was really hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've never been in a situation where I've nearly had a breakdown. You know, and to actually get that close, it was scary, you know, and it kind of gives you a kick to think, well, how can I feel this bad about something?
Mm.
And, you know, luckily, like changing job, that sorted it. And oh, that was a problem solved
Sometimes,
at the moment. But
well, you don't realize it yourself. It's other people who realize it.
yeah, I was kind of avoiding going to places.
I know that
Sometimes
feeling.
be invited out and you just haven't got the. You, you didn't
I
want to
know that
leave the
feeling.
4
Yeah,
walls.
yeah. Basically, I know that feeling. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
just a lot safer to stay in the 4 walls than go and socialise.
And your head, basically, your head becomes a prison.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
yeah, it's not physical, is it? It's
No,
sort of
yeah.
the thoughts in your head, isn't it? And it's them
I
who's
mean,
making it worse.
your
Your
thoughts could be your own
thoughts.
worst. Yeah, your thoughts could be your own worst enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Because realistically, like you hadn't got your thoughts, everything was the same. But
yeah.
yeah. And
If you haven't got your thoughts, you become a robot.
yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes you need to control alt delete, don't you?
Basically, yeah. Factory
Mm,
reset yourself.
yeah. It'd be good, wouldn't it?
I
Sometimes.
did that
But
earlier
yeah.
on, actually. I sneezed and burped at the same time. I was nearly reset myself.
Well, at least you didn't do anything else.
Oh, and I faced something the other day as well. I had a strange experience driving back home from work. And I actually sneezed because I'm driving. I actually sneezed with my eyes wide open. I thought, how did I do that?
Jesus. Good
I,
job
couldn't-
it's not
I was stuck in traffic queue. So basically, I'm trying to think. And I'm moving, I'm rolling when it happened. It was an
oh
uncontrolled
my
sneeze.
gosh.
I thought, oh. I thought, I managed it. I managed to sneeze with my eyes open. And
Oh my
I thought, oh,
god.
wow.
That's madness, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It really,
I,
oh wow.
I didn't need windscreen weapons on the inside of the car though.
Oh no. I don't want to know what happened on the windscreen.
Oh, no, but it's strange feeling. Yeah, it's some of the stuff I end up doing. I don't realise I'm doing it.
Well, ectoplasm on the windscreen.
That's one word for it.
Oh, at the beginning, we sort of mentioned the lovely hat you've got.
Oh, my hat, yes, right. It's
Yeah,
nice warm hat,
yeah,
is this? Yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
we sort of mentioned something what's happening at the moment in the US, which is I know it's wrong and I know it's immature of me, but I find it so goddamn funny. So show your googly eyes then. Go on, flash them.
But there you are. No, I did miss myself. This is my Christmas. I haven't got a Christmas jumper. I must admit, I've lost it. And I thought I'd made with a little pom pom. I made him a little snowball with a little like googly eyes on him.
So does that
Yeah.
mean that Barry R Frankish did this?
It's a cousin. Can you see the resemblance?
Can you see? There is a resemblance, isn't there?
There is, yeah. It's a Norwegian cousin.
Yeah, so apparently if you're in Bend, which is in Oregon in the US, oh, a mysterious vandal or a group of vandals have been sticking large plastic googly eyes on public art sculptures. Now, quite frankly, what looks better?
I like that.
I think
Yeah,
it's quite effective. There's some deer
good
as
as
well, and they've
well.
acquired art.
Is
I
it
am
really
childish.
Is it vandalism though? Because nothing's been damaged.
Well, apparently it's cost them 1.5k US dollars removing the googly eyes.
So it's like basically it takes $1.5 million to actually pull some stick in laser.
1.5 thousand. No, 1,500. What am I talking
That's
about?
I'll tell you
1,500
what.
US dollars.
I'll tell you what. I'll undercut the councils and I'll do it for $1,000 each session.
Oh, actually, they do look stylish.
I like that. I do like that. I must admit. Yeah.
So, yeah, if you live in Bend in Oregon, please do not put googly eyes on things. But if you do, can you send me a picture? Tell me mature.
Well, the shops
Yeah.
weren't selling. Yeah.
But
Nothing wrong with googly eyes. It cheers things up. It makes something look
yeah,
miserable one day. It makes it look happy.
I know, because quite frankly, you know, I know like sculptures are up to people's interpretations, but yeah, okay. Some of them
I
are
mean,
a bit random, aren't
I've seen them stuck to fire extinguishers before today. Big googly eyes was fire extinguishers.
they? Have you?
Yeah.
Was that you?
No, it wasn't me. Honest.
This one you knew?
I might have known who did it, but that's another
Oh,
story.
okay. Yeah, as long as it doesn't affect the working, and you know, the big and red, and they're there, aren't they? They're visible, so yeah.
It's like many years ago with the ultrastum thing. Many years ago, I mean, I'm first aid trained, and my next course is in February actually. But
Yeah.
a few years back, just after COVID, it was I had a refresher course, and we resuscitation dolls they gave you. You had to keep your own, and so you had to personalize it. You had to personalize it, and so you knew it was yours. And so what I did, I put a hit mask, maybe a clown mask. I didn't hit clown mask, so I put the clown mask on my resuscitation doll. So I knew it was mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No one's going to nick it, are they?
You get Pennywise and measles.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know, you've got to have a laugh in this life, haven't you?
In this day and age, especially, yes. I mean, if you don't have a sense
Yeah.
of humour, well, there's no hope.
No, you haven't got any googly eyes. What do we want for Christmas? Some googly eyes.
I mean, the simplest thing for googly eyes, I haven't got any on me right now, but like your hand, you can put them on your hand and give it some of that.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, we're talking easy ones.
Oh God, just get a marker pen. Yeah, I used to do it where you used to do a marker pen, didn't you? And yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
What a random conversation. But if anyone's got any question for us, please go for it.
If it's Christmas related and spooky related, by all means, yes.
Christmas and spooky helps.
I mean, like for example, the classic ghost story at Christmas for you. What is it? I do like the Christmas Carol.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I do like Die Hard as a Christmas film.
I know we're going to say that. Well, it is officially set at Christmas.
It is, yeah. It's a bit of a controversial one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's set at Christmas.
Isn't it? But I've got to watch it, you know.
Yeah,
it's on my Christmas to watch list.
I mean, it's like your classic Christmas films. I mean, for example, you've got like Die Hard, you've got Home Alone, you've got Great Escape.
Yeah, Great Escape. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's two like that, aren't there?
Mary Poppins.
What? There's two. There's the Great Escape and the other one.
You've got the war films. It's Dan Busters.
No.
The Escape to Victory.
Yeah, Escape to Victory. Yeah.
Escape to Victory. Yeah, they play football match.
Classic films, aren't they? The casting that is unbelievable, isn't it?
I know, it's crazy. And the thing about it is, there's no CGI involved. It's all proper acting and proper.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these days movies, especially. I mean, modern movies. It's 99% CGI.
That's right. Yeah. It's all different. But you know, there are those classics, aren't there? And I like the Sound of Music's going to be on again. That usually gets wheeled out, doesn't it?
bed knobs and broomsticks and
Yeah.
Scrooged.
Scrooged. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
But
Oh, and don't
yeah.
forget, what was it I watched last year? Oh, and I kind of enjoyed it. Like it's like done in a musical way. Ryan Reynolds,
Okay.
and I can't remember what it called. It had Will Ferrell in it. He played like a. He passed away, but he played some kind of like a.
I like
Um,
him.
yeah, it can't be called now. One of them, Ryan Reynolds' character was a grumpy old git. It was a grumpy git, and
All right.
Will Ferrell's character, he'd been dead, but he had to come back to Earth to help somebody at Christmas to redeem himself. And
Sounds kind of paranormal. Yeah.
yeah, and Ryan Reynolds'
Paranormal at
character,
Christmas. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds' character was known as unredeemable, but he wanted to try. And
Oh, cool.
it's done in a musical way as well. I kind of enjoyed it, but I can't remember the name of it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so if you look for Ryan Reynolds films, especially see
Oh, here we go. Mark, Terrifier 3.
oh, if you want Gremlin based on Gremlin, Critters.
Oh my gosh, Terrifier. Mark.
That's a good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, that's one word for it. But yeah, just seen 2, so yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Oh, Gremlins. Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it?
What else? E.T. What else comes out of Christmas? I can't think what else comes out of Christmas now.
No.
It's like certain singers come out at Christmas. Chris Richard always comes out at Christmas.
Oh God, yeah.
That woman I can't stand always comes out at Christmas.
Oh God, yeah. She gets
That
so much money on that.
Screechy one. Oh.
Yeah, I know, but
No.
she makes so much money in royalties on that every
I know.
year.
I
She
know.
doesn't have to work anymore.
I know. It's. I mean,
Like,
what we need to do then, Jacqueline? What we need to do is create a paranormal Christmas song.
yeah.
Yeah, and we can live
Can
off
you
the royalties.
sing? You don't
No.
have to sing. You don't have to sing. No, you don't.
No. Oh,
That's all right.
I can't even talk properly. That might sing. Yeah, we'll have a paranormal base, like a charity song, like we did with Live Aid, like a paranormal aid.
Yeah, that's it. So we're going to. Oh, hello. Hi, Neil.
Hello, Neil.
Thank you. Hope you're well. But yeah, so are you going to start this song then?
I wouldn't even know where to start write a song.
Hey,
But
hi, Wes.
hi, Wes.
Merry Christmas to you.
I bet it's cold in Canada right now.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I hope you have the best time you can, Wes. Take care, won't you?
Yeah. And next time you
Yeah,
come
we've got
across
Mark. What can you say? You know, we've got Neil, we've got Wes, and we've got Mark. So all sides of the world covered at this very moment in time.
the spirits of Christmas present,
Yeah,
Christmas
that's right.
birthday.
Yeah, but we're just got to make sure you just have a damn good one, haven't we?
Yeah, give it what I mean. You don't have to spend a fortune to have a good time.
I think it's more about who's around you, isn't it?
Exactly.
Just go, have a laugh with people you get on with, and just have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Bless you, Neil. Thinking of you, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. New year, new stuff.
Yeah, new year and new things. But yeah. I'll see you in the new year anyway. Not before.
Yeah, I'll probably see Saturday.
I was tempted to come down the centre this weekend, but I've got to be good because I've got to chance up my house out. I was doing a bit of tiling and painting last week, and I've still got loads of stuff to do. So I think if I do an investigation till 2 o'clock, I ain't going to be able to do much the next day. So I really can't. I've got to behave and try and make an effort.
You don't want to be decorated at Christmas.
I know, but you just, oh God. It was a dog. I was throwing his toys one day.
Okay,
oh, okay. I think Barry's been naughty.
Oh, that was me. Yes, that was me. That was. I forgot about that. Yes, that was me. I forgot about
that. Oh dear. I don't know.
Keep them occupied.
Where were they?
On the table in the corner. Nobody in the cabinets.
Okay.
They all sat up, they were playing a weird spirit board.
In the base room?
Yeah, but remember, we used to be downstairs near the door.
Oh, them. Right, yeah.
We've got a plan for downstairs, so he's brought them back upstairs and they're on the side. So I thought, we don't look comfortable. So I'll give him a seat and keep him occupied.
Oh, wow. Say hello to Paul for me, not to Hannah.
Oh, you can't be prejudiced.
I like Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
But,
never sits still. He never sits still, does he?
I don't know. It hasn't moved for a bit since I've been there. Well, I don't know when I last saw him move. Because, like, it did have a spate of, like, most times I went, he was kind of jumping off the chair. And then it's sort of, like, eased off. I don't think I've seen him do it the last 6 months, to be fair.
So I think we had a few weeks back one though, with a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
We don't know if it'll just generic or if it was paranormal. We don't know.
Yeah. No, Paul's been
I always,
quiet.
I always put him in a position where his legs crossed, so he can't really. He's leaning back, so he can't come forward without any help.
Yeah. Well, I always sort of check on him and also try and take photos of the clown as well.
Yeah.
Because the clown moves.
Neil the clown.
Well, it's life size, isn't it? You always think Neil's going to jump out because he's life size. So you just don't know. And he moves as well. So I sort of say, "Oh, get a photo," and then see. But yeah, just in case he does move when we're sort of not around.
He starts to go like that. It's just starts to worry.
Yeah, why do you scream if that happens?
I don't know. I think that's the thing about ghost hunting. A lot of people, you see on TV especially, if something happens, they leg it. That's not what it's about.
One day he will.
Yeah, no, he will. I do know that.
Excuse me.
Get it out.
I know I've got a bit of an asthma thing going on. So yeah. Oh, chest infection. I think it's just asthma. But,
there's a lot of it going around. Don't forget, there's a lot of winter stuff going around at the moment.
Well, yeah, but I kind of because in the house quite a lot. I don't get out. Oh well. I get out at night. But, because I work from home a lot. You don't sort of get out as much as when you sort of go into work, do you? You know.
That's true because the community talks to people you don't normally talk to as well.
Yeah, I don't actually talk to many people anymore.
Your dog, you got a dog, you got your bird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was like during COVID, weren't it? The amount of people realised we take it granted that we've got to be social lives now. When we had lockdown, you think, crikey, who are my friends?
Oh, bless you, and to you, Neil.
Yeah.
And Julie. But yeah. Hope you have a good new year and good next year.
We spoke to Julie as well for his birthday.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Happy birthday to Julie a few days ago now, wasn't it?
Like I've said before, winter babies are the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a winter baby. Just don't look like one anymore.
Okay,
It was just pot you off.
I won't say jelly baby, but
I don't know. Yeah, I see the resemblance, to be fair. Oh my god, it just gets worse, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah. I've had jelly babies for years.
I had some last year.
Things you only have at Christmas. Things you see only have at Christmas.
I actually bought them as a Christmas gift. But what I do, because I try and work out what I'm getting for Christmas. So I get it off Amazon. Like, I'll have a day and I think, oh shit, I bought those presents. So that's it. Let's put them all there. Oh, free prescriptions. My God.
Oh. What about a bus pass?
They're a bit arsey about that now, aren't they?
I have no idea.
They're not as good as they were. We used to get one automatically, but some are a bit tight now.
Plus as well, plus as well, you don't. There's all these different bus companies running now, isn't there? As well, it's not just one bus company.
Well, I don't know. We use the same one.
It's different region as well.
Yeah, it depends on your area. You got if I get a bus to Nottingham or Ilkeston or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, 66 bus.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was 71 by the time it's me then, won't it? God's sake, keep messing with the retirement age, don't they?
What happens is you'll actually end up retiring. And,
so you don't get a pension.
And you won't. You'll have a couple of years left if you're lucky. It's this country is all wrong.
It is now. It's just getting. And that's why this Christmas you've just got to make the most of it. Just go
exactly.
out and have fun and just
Like I said,
do,
like I said
you know.
before, it doesn't matter what you don't have to spend a lot. It's like locations, for example. I mean, you don't have to have an active location to have a good time.
No, that's right. It just depends
No,
who you're with,
it's
and
like
I've had some crazy
like I said,
laughs.
like at the centre, just been mentioning, we're there most weekends, and sometimes things happen, sometimes things don't happen, but we always have
Oh,
a good time.
you're having a party now. That'd be good. Oh, bless you. Oh, yeah. Wow. It just seems like they'll just push it and push it by the time I sort of
Yeah,
get to that age.
I'm gonna be a year older in the January as well, so oh dear, another notch to the tree.
Yeah, another ache somewhere else. She
Basically,
wake
yeah,
up every day.
something else to drop off or
But yeah, but you just got to make, while you are active, while you can sort of move around and do
it
whatever,
is.
just go ahead and do it and have a good
It
laugh.
is. Life goes by so quickly. I mean, my mum. We went to visit my mum last weekend, and my mum gave me a photo album of
Oh,
when I used to be a kid and what I used to look like, and with our dog we
oh
used to have.
wow.
And on a small album, she wants me to have it, and so I've
Oh,
brought it back home now.
beautiful.
And I thought, did I actually really look like that? But it's on my social media at the moment, on my Facebook. There's I put the go back a few days, and you'll find it. That's what I
Yeah.
used to look like.
Oh, wow. Guess what I'm
It's,
doing?
you
Huh.
wonder what.
Keep keep talking, keep talking.
If you go on to it, that's what I was at school then, and
You've got a
went.
lot on your timeline, mate.
Well, yeah, you found
Oh,
it.
oh
Yeah,
look.
that's what I used to look like. Yes, exactly.
Oh,
What
little Barry.
a difference.
Yeah, there you go. Neil says you were cute. I think Barry's
Oh,
cute.
that's what she used
Oh,
to look
what's
like.
the dog called?
That was Susie.
Susie.
Susie, yeah, my
I,
mum's dog.
I
Yeah,
like your
my mum's always had
outfit.
Chihuahuas.
Is
Yeah.
that 80s then?
Yes, it will
70s?
have been. Yes, and for time as well, because at the school we used to go to, it would depend on what season it was. If it was football, rugby, or cricket. Because I come from a Yorkshire mining town, we play cricket as well. So that's probably my cricket jumper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Flappy colours.
yeah,
Nice one.
yeah. I played all. We
That's
played all
brilliant.
sports. So, yeah.
Oh, Courtney, yeah, it's brilliant to meet you. I mentioned the team as well, Nottinghamshire Paranormal. But yeah, it was brilliant. We just sort of Nottinghamshire Paranormal just running, sort of, just popped down to the pub and see us, and we just went and yeah, nice night. I thought I'd go for one, but yeah, I was there till the end as ever. But yeah, just chatting to like-minded people, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, and you forget how time quickly goes by. It's 1 minute.
Yeah.
If I'm waiting 10 minutes, 2 hours later, you're still there.
Yeah, that's right. And I hadn't seen Jeanette for a while. Ben Winfield and Louise were there, and also Johnny and Jay, Courtney, and I forgot his name. But yeah, it was a brilliant night. But yeah, I bumped into a team before, so it's just nice just to chill with people, isn't it?
Yes, this is,
And
yeah.
it. I think I've got photos somewhere. But
Talking about
yeah, it's
yeah.
just sort of show it, but I can't find it. But yeah, and I just hope like I've got more adventures. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Just send the invite to
Oh, good
Wes.
old,
Just
I like working out, yeah.
yeah, let's see if I can sort this out. So, can you still see me?
I can see, yeah. Yeah, it's still
That's all
there.
right because I can't see you. So I've just gone on to Facebook.
I'm definitely
So
still here, yes. He's
we're just bringing Wes on board. Oh,
special
my
guest
Facebook's
announcement.
gone.
Yay!
My Facebook's gone slow, so just bear with me, and I will put the link on in a moment. Facebook's actually thinking about it at the moment.
Hmm.
Oh, it's stuck. Oh no, I can't actually get on.
You broke Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, how ridiculous! You press enter. It won't do search. No. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is put the link on the live.
Yep.
So if you click on the live, and we'll take it from there. So if you click on this then, Wes, because I can't actually put it out. There you go. So yeah, it'd be nice to speak to you. Yeah. So in the meantime, yeah, I don't know what Facebook was doing, but I couldn't actually access Messenger.
I don't think it knows what it's done half the time itself. So.
Oh no, you just got to be so careful with Facebook now. My friend, he had a profile set up in his name. It's actually got 5,000 friends.
Yeah.
And it looked genuine. So
Yeah.
the scammers have gone round getting 5,000 other scammers, probably bots, just to then make it look real. And
That's
it's the fact
crazy.
that he doesn't have any followers. I've realised that, it just wasn't working.
That's strange because I do tend to look. I mean, I must admit, I've got a backlog of friend requests, but no disrespect to anybody, but I like to check them first.
I make sure people generally have like 100 mutual friends.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, isn't it?
And you get somebody when you look at their profiles, there's 1 or 2 photographs, and that's it. You think, yeah, of course.
And then you see the names on the profiles as well.
Yeah.
And the pictures of the pretty girls who
Of a
seem to be all their friends.
Of a certain what's all it, nature, certain category.
Not wearing a lot, basically. So yeah,
especially this time of year.
well, yeah, it's a bit cold, isn't it? Really, but yeah, you just have to be so careful with everything at the moment.
Orbs of a different kind.
Yeah. So I've got Wes coming on. Yay! Hey,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hi, Wes.
Merry Christmas,
That's a great art. I like that art. I like that art.
How about the sweater too?
Oh, I like that.
Oh, hey, I've got it. Wait.
I've got my woolly hat and my pom-poms.
There's my sweater.
Tell you what, Wes, looks like it looks. I'll tell you what, Wes, you look some kind of like a dodgy kind of pasta or some kind of.
Like a turkey thing, isn't it?
I'm just plain dodgy. It doesn't matter.
It's a pair of legs.
I think it's cool. do you wear that at Gettysburg?
Yeah, during the bash we have the Christmas in July, so we all have to dress up, in Christmassy stuff. So you probably seen the pictures.
Yeah, that is. Well, I wanted to go to MI Paracon, but I'd love to go to the Gettysburg. I really that is the one I want to do. So I probably have to save up. Not this year; it's too late now. But next year.
For sure.
2026 maybe, because I've seen it get advertised now. I think I shared it on my page, but that is the one, isn't it?
And it's a great location too, right? So I mean, it's kind of an all-in-one thing where MI Paracon is great, but you go to Gettysburg, you have that rich history there, and there's so many haunted places. And if either of you ever decide to come over for the bash, make sure you let me know in advance, and I'll give you a tour of all the cool places and haunted locations. You guys will have a lot of fun.
I need to get saving up. I really do. Because that is the one I need to do. And life is too short. So why can't I save up?
Exactly.
That's it.
And it's so expensive anymore to go to the US because, with Trump coming in, all our dollars of, the pound, the dollar is all suffered, right? So it's going to cost more. Unfortunately for me, it's about 40% more to go to the States, on everything. So it's quite expensive.
I saw your I saw your friend today. She mentioned certain comments which have been made about US and Canada without going into it, and my gosh, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a crazy world right now. It's everything's so uncertain, and we're all worried, especially us in Canada here, because they're our neighbors to the south, and they greatly impact our economy. So, if something happens down there, Trump is very strong on the extra tariffs and that sort of thing on Canadian goods coming to the States. So they could actually cripple us. So we're
Actually,
very concerned about that.
yeah.
Why is he
Yeah.
so against Canadian imports then and exports?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Well, with Trump and that, how come he's so against Canadian imports and exports? I mean, you're basically neighbours.
Yeah, well, it's not so much that he's against it as that he's, he wants to make money for Americans, right? It's all about
Yeah.
America with him, which, I get to a certain degree, but, like I look at the past and, for instance, World War II, where we all band
Oh,
together as
Yeah.
countries, as had a common foe, and we had that togetherness, and now it just seems like everything's separating, and it's every man for himself, and
Yeah.
it's really sad, and I don't know, maybe we need a war to bring us back together again. I don't know. It's
It
it's
is
a sad
crazy,
state
isn't
of
it?
affairs.
Something to I agree.
it is,
It
yeah.
is strange. Something so dramatic, like this instance with Russia at the moment and Korea. I mean, that's people are panicking about that as well. I mean, it does have a global
Yeah.
impact on the economy, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
you
very
just don't know what's heading here, do you?
Mm.
uncertain time for sure.
And what's going on with these drones?
Well, I
What
don't
the
know. I mean,
hell?
you see it all across Facebook. People think it's anything from
Yeah.
aliens to, government testing.
Amazon testing, parcel delivery.
Yeah,
That was one of them.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Some of the things, and people are afraid. Like, some people are so afraid down there. They don't know what's going on, and
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we don't have to worry about that in Canada. Nobody really wants to take over Canada.
Too
So
cold.
I
yeah,
don't know. I think I'd love to go to Canada.
I guess so.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you think of it, Canada is actually right in the middle between Canada and Russia, right? Or I mean, the
Oh,
USA and Russia. So we're kind
yeah.
of a buffer zone, right? So if there was a bit of joking going on in the news this week with Trump saying that Canada was going to become the 51st state, which I'm hoping is a joke. But if that were to happen, you could just imagine how the Russians would feel about that, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
we're just across the Arctic from them, so
Yeah. You're kind of close.
it would be a scary situation for sure.
Yeah. Have you got your festivities sorted?
I think for the most part,
Yeah.
I'm I mean, I'm
And
more of a Christmas spirit fan than I am a Christmas shopping fan.
I like
yeah,
that. Yes, I
totally
like that.
get
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, most of us in the paranormal are I won't say antisocial, but we like our quietness, and we're not good around people. We're kind of introverts in a way. I kind of classify myself as an introvert / extrovert. It depends on the situation, but
I
I
like that.
certainly do
Yeah.
like, yeah, I like my peace and quiet, and I just hate people. They At Christmas time when you're out shopping, they're just, I always find that they're always rude and bumping you, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody's in a rush. They're angry because they're not getting their gifts, or they don't like the crowds, and it's
Yeah.
just, thank God for online shopping, really, because
Yeah. I've done it, and yeah.
It's like
Most of
I
my
mentioned it
gifts are
before.
from Amazon.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. Like, we went shopping last weekend, and it was like playing asteroids. I mean, everybody descending on yourself. I thought, I need to get out of here. It's no, for you, Wes. Then, what would be the ideal Christmas day?
um I have to work Christmas Eve this year, so as
Oh.
you both know, I'm a prison officer, so I have to work until 7 a.m. Saturday morning, or Saturday morning, Wednesday morning.
So,
But I've done that. I mean, I have enough years in right now where I could have Christmas off, but there are, younger people that at my work who have families, and I just,
Yeah.
I wanted to work for them so they could, be at home with their families. So.
you're so kind and generous. Do you try and give the Christmas spirit to the inmates as well? Like, what's it like there on Christmas Day?
Yeah, everybody gets soap on a rope there for Christmas. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know
I
where this
think
is
it's a
going.
little more festive. The institution puts on like a turkey dinner for them,
Yeah.
and it's even though like a lot of them are not very nice characters, that there's that compassion. I think that everybody is accepted at Christmas,
Yeah.
and I always said that you have to be somewhat of a role model for inmates, and try to show them the right way to do things, so that a lot of these people get out one day. So you want to be able to give them an idea what the proper way to do things are, and that doesn't
Yeah.
always work. A lot of the times it
No.
doesn't, but at the end of the day, you have to give what you can, because it's a job for us, but we want to be able to try to help them in some way and not just continue to oppress them,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but it's a very difficult situation, because a lot of
That's
them are
right.
repeat offenders, and
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you got to give them that opportunity to become better people.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like animals, isn't it? You treat something like an animal, it will become an animal.
Oh
Well,
God. Yeah.
I won't say that because I might get into trouble, but
Yeah. It's fine. But it's great that you've got your compassion and you are there for them. They might not like go with it or, take you up on it, but you're caring, and that's it, isn't it?
well,
And I
but
guess you help so many of them just
well,
by being you, really.
yeah, I can count, I've been doing this for almost 30 years, well, just over 30 years. And I actually get Christmas cards from previous inmates,
Yeah.
not to my home. They don't know my address, but they're sent to
Yeah.
the institution.
God, yeah.
That
That was
like
scary.
25 years ago, they were on my caseload, and they send me Christmas cards saying, thank you for everything that you've done for me, and that to me is so rewarding, because
Yeah.
it's I can count on one hand how many I get out of all the, I don't know, hundreds of inmates I've had on my caseload over the years. So, but even if I've helped two or three people, at the end of the day, or at the end of my career, I can say I made some kind of a difference, and
That's
that means
beautiful.
everything
Yeah.
to me. So,
Oh, great. Because I guess it's like anything. I mean, not just a prison service and that, but you're going to get the people who are genuine, want to turn themselves around, aren't you? I
that's
mean,
right. I always tell people,
yeah.
especially the newer inmates that come on my caseload, I said, this isn't about me, it's about you. And if you want to make the change, then I can help facilitate that. But if you're not ready to make the change, then there's nothing I can do to help you.
Do you
Yeah.
find
That's
whereas at
right.
Christmas? Do you find whereas at Christmas time, a lot of them do get a bit more emotional at Christmas, being banged up?
Some of them do.
Mm.
Suicide rates are a little higher at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it definitely makes its impact. We try to, we try to make Christmas. I mean, not all inmates celebrate Christmas, right?
Yeah.
No, I
But
know. That's it. Yeah.
it's that whole season thing. I mean, you have Yule as well, and you have Hanukkah as well, and they're all kind of around that time, and
Yeah.
you just try to be there. Like, half of my job is really being a counselor and just
Mm.
talking to them, and you know giving them a sounding board, so that if they're upset or whatever, they know they can come and just talk, rather than build it all up and then get angry and then do something foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing about you. You do listen and you do try and help people, and not everyone's like that, and not everyone's sort of joined the service for that reason, have they? But
No, there's certainly
it's
a wide
brilliant.
variety. There's certainly
Yeah,
a
that's
wide variety of
right.
us, but
Yeah, it's nice that they can go and see you, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, does
right.
does Canada have the same problem as the UK with overcrowding?
um, we're getting that way.
Mm.
Most, like, double bunking is becoming
Yeah.
a big issue in
Yeah.
Canada. All of our prisons are designed to hold no more than 700 or 800 inmates. Where you look at the states that hold like 3,500, 4,000 inmates down there in a prison, and it's very overcrowded, and you have the same amount of staff that correctional officers, prison officers, all the support staff in a prison. You have the same amount of people helping them down there, but it's like a 5-to-1 ratio, and a lot of it becomes more a place of punishment than it does rehabilitation, which is what we kind of focus on in Canada.
A cattle market, basically.
I beg your pardon?
A bit like a cattle market. You basically cram them in, see what you can get in, that's it. And I can imagine.
Yeah,
they've been doing early release over here, so like they're getting people now serving 40%. Oh God, I think they've got 40% of the sentence left, and they're just letting them loose because there's no room in our prisons.
Yeah, they're starting to do that here as well, which is also a cause for concern. But what do you like? You have to build more prisons, I guess, and
that's
especially with the state of the economy and the state of affairs in all the world these days. Like everybody, like it's the division between upper class and lower class is getting huge, and
definitely.
and people just like there's so many homeless people here in Canada. And
I'm going to mention that actually, because a friend of mine years ago used to be a prison officer in the UK, and he said at this time of year you do get a lot of them, especially the homeless, committing petty crimes to be banged up for Christmas and
to get a bed and food.
Yeah. And really, do you blame them? I mean, they're just trying to survive, right?
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a sad world we have to do that, though, isn't it? It's such a sad world. I mean, we're supposed to be such enlightened people in the 21st century, but we still live like animals.
Yeah.
And yet people think we're sort of like such a rich country, don't they? Like you sort of go to other countries, they think, oh, wow, you've got loads of money because you've come here. And yet, oh, wow, you see like the way things are over here now. It's like changed, hasn't it? Even in the last 5 years. It's
5-10 years, definitely. It's definitely changed. Yeah,
it really has.
And the government we've got now, they're not the most, they're not the most, they don't like looking after their own, put it that way.
No, definitely not.
It
shocked me. It did shock me. Basically, they're trying to bring out a Christmas song, aren't they?
I've heard that, yes.
Yeah, so they're trying to get a Christmas song, which is basically, it's going to be cold this Christmas or something like that. So basically, it's about the pensioners losing their winter fuel benefit. So basically, they used to get, if it reached a certain low temperature over a number of days, then they get this extra benefit that they've pulled it, basically. So like people kind of expecting that this year, and all of a sudden, like, it's gone.
Yeah.
So
some people rely on it as well.
Well, yeah, because of the prices, of the fuel over here, the gas and electric's been ridiculous. So it's still really mad. So it just helped them just get a bit of heat and a bit of, well, it's not luxury, but it feels like luxury if you have a bit of a warm house for a little bit.
It does make you wonder what future generations will actually think of us. Like when we look at the Victorians thinking they were bad times, but will people of future generations think that of us? It's strange times. It's weird. I mean, we are future history, but
God,
it's looking at it that way. We think, like I said, we think of the Victorians, very slums and workhouses and things like that. We're just a modern version of it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a firm believer that time is it goes in circles, right? Like, so we come back to, the same situation years later, maybe under different circumstances, but, in my mind, it kind of reminds me of the French Revolution, where the division between upper and lower class is getting so spread out that one of these days there's going to be a revolution, and it's going to happen. I think it's just a matter of when,
Yeah, it's really changed, hasn't it? So, when do you get your cottage back?
Oh, well, not until the summer. It's you can't really get up there at this time of year because it's all like snowed in and ice, and it's we have like a wood fireplace, not a fireplace, but a box stove, where it heats up the place a bit. But we go up there in the winter every now and again, but it's it's a bit of a challenge, and you can't get all the way in, so you have to either kind of cross country ski to it, or take a snowmobile
Wow.
or something like that to get at it. But it's an experience for sure, and you're really roughing it when you go in there in the winter. But
Wow.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice, it's nice
What
even
kind
in
Actually,
the
kind
winter.
of.
So what kind of temperatures we're looking at, Wes?
It all depends on the month, really. Like right now, we're hovering at probably around -3, -4 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
But in January and February, you can get down to -35, -40 degrees
Now,
centigrade.
we get
So
sometimes -5, 6, 7 here, and we think that's
Yeah.
cold.
yeah,
Well, I
it's
think it's cold here now. It's 3 degrees.
Yeah.
I
well
think the
when it
worst I've done is about -25, and the sea was frozen in Gothenburg.
yeah.
Mm.
I
And when
rode a
it gets to
ferry
be
and
temperatures like -30 or below, like you can actually hear things cracking. Like you can walk outside and you can hear
Yeah.
like bangs and thuds and cracks, and they have
wow.
these polar what are they called? Polar they're like explosions where the earth just it's like a earthquake for like about
Yeah.
3 seconds, and it's such a powerful boom that it's like an explosion going off. And
Wow.
it's just the earth reacting to the severe cold.
Maybe.
So
That is cold.
Yeah. My
yeah,
gosh. Yeah, you see, we don't realise. You just think it's cold, it's a bit of snow, but
Yeah.
we can't manage with any snow here. The whole country just
It
stops.
goes. The infrastructure collapses.
Yeah, well,
and I've really
everything.
noticed that your weather systems are really changing too, and your
They're
climate is
crazy.
changing.
Yeah.
You're getting
Yes.
more
Yes.
snow in the winters, and you're slowly turning into a Canada.
Yeah.
It's getting very wet here.
It is weird
They
because
said
yeah.
like 1 in 4 places now are going to be flooded. The
Mm.
way it's going. So I
Yeah.
think my house has got a little river near it, and like last year the houses near me flooded. Now I'm just high enough at the moment to get away with it.
Mm.
Oh, thanks, Simon. I hope you're well. Nice to see you.
That's how then. It is
And
so because
Simon does some amazing stories.
I remember as a kid. I mean, we always had snow every year. We guaranteed snow. And but now we're building on floodplains. There's mass population explosion, so we're building where we shouldn't be building. And
Yeah.
I think as well the economy, global. People talk about global warming and things like that, and like city centres and smog type. We'll probably get smog back again at some point as well. But it
Yeah,
just
but
seemed everything was so.
Barry, didn't you grow up in the Hebrides though?
No, I'm a Yorkshireman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's north.
I'm a
North
North.
for me anyway.
Yeah, I'm used to the cold weather, but not kind of your cold weather.
Yeah. No, we're
Yeah,
both.
it does get cold in Yorkshire, but I must admit -6, 7. Yeah, we could cope with, but not -35.
No.
Yeah.
It kind of feels different. Like when I did go to Gothenburg, it's like a different sort of cold. Like here,
We've got a
it's
wet
really
cold.
damp.
We've got
Yeah,
a
I
wet cold.
know.
Yeah. Mm,
It's kind of damp cold. It's different. It really is.
mm.
It's hard to explain because I went round Prague as well, and that was crazy. We were just kind of walking around. We had to leave the hotel at 10 and then fly back about 10 at night. We're just traipsing around Prague. There's only so long you can go into a coffee shop, isn't there? There's so many
Welcome,
cafes
hot
there.
chocolate, keep you warm.
I know, but you couldn't have a drink 'cause you had to drive when you got back to the UK, so it's a bit of a pain. You're just traipsing around these freezing cold streets. It was, not a good one really, but it was a great trip though, to be fair.
I've just realised something. We just had a serious discussion dressed like this.
I know. We started off doing Christmas, and then it kind of went to. That's us, isn't it? We just go off on it, and
we are open for all topics though. So
yeah, we are. It is paranormal points of view, and
yeah.
we do a lot of the points of view side of things.
Ooh, that's a thought. Where's a quick question for you regarding back to your work as a prison officer? Do you actually, in the UK, there's some quite old prisons like Armley Prison in Leeds. That's a Victorian prison. Do you actually get any paranormal experiences from guests at the prisons you work in?
Well, actually, it's funny that you should say that. excuse me, just something just happened within the last few months at the place that
Yeah.
I work. We had a guy commit suicide in one of the cells there, and after something like that happens, we usually leave the cell for about 3 months. Nobody goes inside it, and it's just like after the investigation's done and that sort of thing, it just remains empty. It's just kind of like a clearing of energy, you know.
Yeah.
So then these inmates transferred in from another institution, and they went into that cell, 2 of them, to start living in that cell. And they had no idea what happened in there before. They just thought it was an empty cell, and they were being moved in there.
Yeah.
So they started getting dreams, some very strange dreams of this guy in the room, and he was like shuffling around, and they couldn't really understand it, but they were kind of, this thing was kind of scaring them in their dreams.
Wow.
And then they started seeing the apparition of a native gentleman who actually was the one that committed suicide, actually in the window. And so they had no idea that somebody had committed suicide in there. So they ended up putting up a couple of rosaries on the outside of their cell door, and everything stopped, and no more activity. And I went up to them and I said, like, what? Like, and I had no idea this was going on at all until I actually talked to I saw the rosaries. I said, you know, what's going on with this? And then they told me, you know, oh, we've been seeing this guy and having bad dreams. And I said, that's crazy. And I didn't, like, we can't really give out that kind of information because I think they would probably be really freaked out. But just the thought that, okay, they were experiencing all this, they had no idea that the place, you know, had this bad past to it, and you know, they were doing their own intervention so that you know, none of this would happen again to them. And I just thought that's pretty interesting, right? So you've got, you know, paranormal activity verified, and you know, they didn't know the background behind it, so they obviously were experiencing something, right?
That's
Did they still reside in that cell? Did they actually stay in that cell, or did they get moved on?
Yeah, like once you're put into those cells, like there's no real way of getting out of them, you know, unless you you know, go into like a segregation unit. So they're kind of stuck in there. But I was very surprised to see that they did what they did, and they actually had a plan to, you know, try to prevent that from happening, which actually worked. So it was kind of cool.
Gosh.
Did we get a chance to talk to other cellmates on the same wing or anything? Tell them, obviously stories will get around, won't they?
Yeah, you know, the thing is that our turnover rate is so big. We're a medium institution, which is, I don't know, is it a class 4 or a class C over there or something, or a class B?
I'm not
They do
sure.
they do,
So they're constant. It's constantly we're getting in, and inmates are, you know, leaving. So it's a constant process. So really, you know, there would be a few inmates probably that knew, and that's a possibility too. But I just don't think they knew that information just by the way they were responding, you know. But who knows? Yeah.
That's incredible, isn't it?
It just reminded me, because let's say in the UK, I'm a prison. It's one of the most oldest prisons in the country, and we used to hang people there as well. And so the cells, they're all original. I mean, it's still working prison as well. So it's not one of these places you can visit to have a look around. It's still an active prison. Yeah, and if you Google Amley Prison Leeds, it'll show you. It's very foreboding looking places where it's proper Victorian-esque. It's got the essence about it. I don't want to be locked up in that place. And apparently in the back there's where the gallows used to stand, and you can see them from certain cells. I mean, if that's not a deterrent not to commit crimes, nothing is it?
Well, that's right.
Well, you know, I was very fortunate to get a tour of Dartmoor. I have a friend that's a prison officer there. He's actually retired now, but he gave me, he was able to get permission to give me a tour of the place. And some of the cell, when you think about how many people would live in a certain cell over the course of, you know, years and years and years, there's got to be something going on, right? And a lot of Dartmoor is made of limestone, and if you guys are both familiar with the stone
Stone
tape
tape
theory,
theory, yeah.
that it's kind of holding all of this energy. And he said there's so many reports and stories about paranormal activity in the old part of the prison, that this goes on and on and on, that when you think of a place that's been a cell that's been around for 150 years, you just
yeah.
realize some of the stuff that has happened there over the years.
They are interesting places to investigate, because I've been to Shepton Mallet, and I actually picked up on a prisoner sort of told me his story, and I think he kind of wanted me to tell the family about he didn't actually mean to kill the victim, but this was like something which happened in the 70s, and it's like you just can't go ahead and sort of mention it because his family's still alive and so are hers.
Yeah.
And but to pick up on that story was amazing. But we got so much activity, and that had a drop as well there. So you've got all the history of that as well.
Right.
It's a
Just
bit
fascinating places, aren't they?
It's a bit like Lincoln Castle, and it's a strange place because Lincoln Castle's got a prison built within it, and it's no longer a working prison, but it was. But they've got a working courthouse, which is still active today. So you're looking around an old prison. Maybe it's John Smith, court number 4, please, on the Tannoy system. What? It's a surreal place. It's a prison within a castle next to a courthouse. It's crazy. It's an interesting place because they used to hang people on the very top of it as well.
That's cool.
Oh,
Have you guys been to Dartmoor, like Princetown?
I've been to Dartmoor, yes.
Oh, I recommend it so highly. I spent a whole week there, and had this Airbnb right by the church in town, and this pub as well was just down the road. I spent almost every night, and it was just amazing. And I just love the town. Like I just fell in love with it. The feeling that you got there, and they actually have a brewery there, like Dartmoor Brewery. I don't know if you've heard of it, but they have all this. It's called Jail Ale that they have, and it's
smart.
it's just awesome. Like the whole feeling of the place. There's dark sides to it for sure. Like you can get that feeling, but it reminded me like a small Edinburgh. Like a small part of Old Town in Edinburgh. That's the feeling I got. But
I still haven't been to Edinburgh. Can you believe that?
I can't.
My daughter and her fiance went a few months back and sent me some lovely pictures back, and it's a place you got to experience.
Yeah,
I've been 5 miles, 5 miles outside. I've been around it.
Yeah,
but with the dog, I can't really go into Edinburgh.
No, it's there's some beautiful. I mean, in Canada, then, Wes, and what kind of age are you looking at the old buildings? What's the oldest building? Would you say? You're talking about 200 years old or something? Or?
With respect to prisons, our oldest prison, they decommissioned it in 2014. It was called Kingston Penitentiary, made entirely of limestone.
Yeah.
And it still functions. They do tours during the day. So that was 1835 was when it was built. But they do tours during the day, but they don't do they don't want paranormal stuff going on there. Because apparently they did at the beginning, and the psychic came up with certain names of people, and there's a whole privacy issue there, and then they felt like they were going to get sued, and so they kind of put an end to that. But there's still, I've still had opportunities to go in there on my own or with other people of my group cops, or just to experience it. But we're not allowed to publicize anything.
I get you. Yeah, because the information I got from Shepton, like you can never sort of give away too much, like the location of the murder, things like that. I can't. You can't really go too far into it.
I mean, one of my friends years ago, we went to a tour at Alcatraz, and he said that was a strange experience because there was about 6 in his group, and they said, "Who wants to be locked in a cell?" And all the doors apparently you have to be open at the same time, and there's like a mechanism. What we open, they all open at literally the same time. So we put them in my cell. My friend Mick, he was in the last cell, well, the second to last cell, and they clamped the door shut. This is during the daytime. This is about 2 o'clock in their time, he says. And the woman didn't deal with it. Everyone okay? Yeah, give me about 5 minutes, she says to them all. And he heard this voice from the next cell. He says, "Are you finding it?" And he says, "Oh, not bad. It's all right, thanks." And we opened the cell doors. The cell, he heard the voice from. There's no one in it.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah. And he says, "I forgot I was last in the queue. Everybody's lined up that way, but there was no one in the cell next to him." But he said that voice definitely came from that cell. And this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's brilliant. Well, it can be any time.
But then again, look at a place like Alcatraz. I mean, if people went in there, they went in for life, didn't they? And the things I did, segregation, blocked it. Basically psychological torture in some places. And a lot of people go to these places and don't know what to expect from day to day. I mean, it's not just in this country. I mean, we've got the old cells, got America with the death sentences, and a lot of other countries, like Japan. Is it Japan, I think? And we don't tell them when we've been executed. So we don't know which day is the last one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to go to investigate Alcatraz during COVID. A friend of mine, he's on haunted hospitals there. His name's Christopher Brewer. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I've heard the name.
But he was going to get the place for a couple of nights. I was just so disappointed when COVID hit. It would have been just that's definitely a place that I've wanted to get into. Of course, being a prison officer, I like all the old prisons, right? Shepton Mallet was another one I haven't been able to get to yet.
Oh, bless you, yeah.
But definitely on my list. I've been to Lancashire, the Lancashire one. Is that what it?
Lancaster, yeah.
There's an old prison there, right?
Been to Derby Jail, have you?
I haven't been there yet, and Richard has been, been wanting me to go there for a long time. We've been planning on everything, but every time I go to the UK, it just never I never seem to get to that area. I'm a big lover of Cornwall and the southwest, and I just love it down there, Devon, and but I definitely do have to make the effort to get there. He's such a great guy and so funny, and can't sing worth hell, but
no, because that ended up on my timeline, didn't it? Yeah.
Sorry, Richard, if you're listening.
Yeah, I've sung with Richard a few times. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny. But,
so anyway, I've got to head out because I've got to go to work. So I kind of, that's why I try to watch a little bit of your show, and then I have to leave because I've got to get to. I always work. I have to leave at around 5 o'clock my time. So I've kind of got to get ready.
What time is it right now with you, Wes?
I beg your pardon?
What time is it right now with you?
It's 4:35 in the afternoon, so you guys are 9:35, right?
Yeah, you're not too far, not too far behind us. That's right. So that's
yeah.
You got the night shift.
But I just wanted to wish everybody, all the viewers out there, a Merry Christmas. All my paranormal path peeps from the UK. There's so many, and the Parameet peeps, and I was so fortunate to be able to go over there in this past year in April to meet a lot of people I haven't met, but know from Facebook for years, and it was such a pleasurable experience. It was such a highlight of my year to meet, and of course, yourself, Jackie, right? We've been talking for years. We scheduled a trip.
It was great to meet you because you were the person I thought you were, and it's funny how you can talk to people and then you meet them and they are that person.
Well, I hope you weren't disappointed.
No, my God, no. You were wonderful. You really were. Yeah. It's just
and
fantastic.
Barry, we've been talking for probably 2 years or so now. But always recognize the face, people's faces. But it's always, obviously nice to get to know people. And Lorianne and Kev, I love those people. You guys are all my people. I just, it's just so much to, cost to get over as it is for you guys to come over here, right? So I treasure the moments that I'm able to spend with you guys, and hopefully be over again very soon.
Good
And
memories.
make sure you have a fridge.
And don't forget,
yeah, that's
The
right.
warm lager.
I know, nice warm beer. There's nothing better, eh?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
offering you warm beer
apart
as
from your chocolate you like, your Galaxy chocolate.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the thought, Jackie, that of you getting me that.
Oh.
That was very nice
You
of you
know
to
what?
do
I
that.
got a plug-in cool box, which I could have taken. That you just don't think that there would be that much of an issue, but yeah.
Yeah. So, but you guys are used to warm beer over there. I mean, I remember the first time I went to
I don't
England in
drink lager.
1988. Yeah, it was like your beer was.
Lager's not beer. It's not the same category.
Yeah, well, back in '88, I remember like I was taken to my very first pub in England, and my cousin said, I'm gonna treat you to all the different beers that are on tap, and
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
That's what I
just
drink.
a little bit of each one, and oh my God, like the first couple, it was just a strain to put down because it was all so warm, But then as,
Nice.
4
Yeah.
or 5, 6 or 7 were coming along, I was starting to feel, oh yeah, this is pretty good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys have really switched over the years, like as a person that's been in and out of your country over the past, 35 years or so, you've really switched the way, like you can still, find the free houses, and you can still
Yeah.
find the,
Yeah.
but a lot of your beer is now like colder, like they're lagers, a lot of lagers that are cold that are on tap, or I don't ever remember getting before. And then you have those places, what are the pubs called that they're kind of like a university hangout. They're really cheap beer, and
We've got like microbreweries as
Wetherspoons.
well.
Weatherspoons. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember them having that in '88, but
No.
as the years progressed, I'm like, oh, these places are
Yeah.
really cool. Beer is really cheap and it's really good, but it's always university students around, right? So
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I'll tell you, you tend to find as well, we've got a lot of microbreweries where it's like we create their own material, their own brands. And some are quite nice and quite moreish. There's that many different varieties out there.
wow.
And a lot of them don't get acknowledged, and they don't get discovered until someone pops in one day for a drink. Oh, that's quite good, is that stuff? And,
yeah.
yeah,
That's more my thing. I do like those
yeah,
rather than the
that's
Wetherspoons.
right.
So I do drink real ale. So I do
Yeah,
like the different flavours, and obviously there's so much difference between one pint and another.
It's
It's
like when I
beautiful.
was growing up. It's like when I was growing up when I started drinking. I mean, we used to have cider, was apple cider.
Yeah.
There's that many
Right,
different
yeah.
varieties of the stuff. It's made out of everything these days. It's wood shaving cider. There's all sorts of things out there.
Yeah. I drink fruit cider when I can't get real ale.
Yeah,
Right.
So I prefer the proper beer, the dark beer, but then, there's a lot of pubs which don't serve it, and they sort of have draft beer, which is like revolting.
yeah,
So yeah.
yes, yeah.
Okay,
Again,
well,
I have
I'll let you guys go and have the
Yeah,
merriest of
have a
Christmases,
good and
and
safe
Yeah.
night, and thanks so much, Wes. Really appreciate that.
all the
Take care of
best in
yourself.
2025. And I
And
love you guys
you.
a lot, and you guys take care of yourselves, okay?
You too.
And
Take care, mate.
take care as well. Love your hat. Make sure you
Merry
take it
Christmas.
off.
Okay, you bet.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas, pal.
Bye. Thank you. Take care.
I like Wes.
Yeah. Oh, for Wes to come over to the para meet, he wasn't kind of sure if he'd get time off work, and then like he came over. Just incredible to see him, and
He's
yeah,
a
I've got a
brilliant
beautiful
character.
top.
He's a proper
Yeah.
character. He's a brilliant person. You can sense it
Yeah.
from him when you see him. Meet him in person. You can sense there's something about him.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
obviously, like you hear about the compassion, at the prisons.
Yeah.
So if you want one of his like inmates, it's really nice, isn't it?
It is.
They're really looking to have Wes rather than you get all sorts of prison officers, don't you? But to get
I mean,
somebody like Wes,
there's good and bad in all races, in all
yeah.
categories. But yeah, the
But
ones
with
who
Wes,
I want to care.
they've got the best opportunity, haven't they?
Yeah.
He gives them more of a chance to turn their life around than some of the other officers would.
Yeah. Some see prison as a place of punishment, and that's all you get, punishment.
Yeah, that's right. But at least he would try, and he will make a difference, and he does make a difference, and you can tell that if he's still getting calls
You can tell there's somebody out there right now in a better place because of him.
Yeah, that's right. And Yeah, what incredible person. And yeah, thanks so
Yep.
much, Wes. Yeah, I hope he has a good night and Christmas and everything. But
It will. Yeah.
just want to thank everyone for watching, really. Um, yeah,
Yep. And
so happy Christmas.
we'll leave it there then until the new year.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
it's going to be towards the end of January. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I hope you all have a great time, have great memories, and
Stay safe, Mel, first of all. Yeah.
yeah, stay safe. We've got a show on Monday. That's between 8 and 9:30. It's going to be a Christmas show. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I've got bringing my show back soon, and perhaps a Paranormal next year. There's something different for that as well. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
July, and that was a great success story, wasn't it? Of a year.
It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's getting better each year. I mean, next year's it'll be a 3rd birthday, and I'm looking at something special for this one. Yeah, and a location.
Wow, it's just where time's gone, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it?
Crazy. It's now it's not it's no longer a toddler. It's running around now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
But
but it's meant for the good of a paranormal. Get people together, regardless of location. Because obviously, like Wes says, Canada, you can't pop over here every 2 minutes.
yeah,
And,
that's right.
We'd love them to do that, but I mean, it's a way for everybody to rub shoulders together. And social media can be used for a positive force.
That's right. And you know, there are a lot of people in paranormal, and you see the negativity, but people don't shout out about the positivity.
Exactly.
People are much quicker to criticize a person than they are to actually say, "Oh, thanks, that person's amazing."
Yeah, it's like newspapers and media. They love sharing bad news. I mean,
yeah, that's right.
Proud to the paranormal is a positive attitude, and it shows be good about yourself, be good at what you do, be proud of what you do, be proud of who you are, and people around you.
And especially the people around you.
Exactly.
You know, be proud of the people around you.
Yeah.
You know, and who they are and what they do.
Exactly.
And that's it, because everyone's got their own gift one way or another, haven't they? You know, they've got their own strengths in investigations. They've got their own ways of doing it. And that's great. And
no one's wrong. Everyone's, like I said, everyone's got their way of doing it. If anyone tells you you're doing it wrong, they're wrong for telling you that.
Yeah, and that does wind me up sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, like, oh, you can't use this. Well,
no,
you can't use anything then, really, can you? Because nothing's a ghost hunter's toy.
Exactly. Who says?
Yeah, that's it. But we've got Sarah. Hello, Sarah. We're just going now, but hope you have a lovely Christmas. Okay.
Yes.
And I miss you as well. I haven't seen you for so long.
Mm.
So hope you and Andy are okay, and Chris. But yeah, take care, everyone, and have a wonderful Christmas and New Year.
I know you exactly, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
See ya.